Welcome to Glacier National Park, and this is day number 5. All right, good morning, everybody. We're at Glacier National Park, Main District, Siyeh Bend Trailhead, and we're going to take that to Sunriff Gorge. It's about 10.1 miles, and you definitely want to go in this direction. You save about 1,200 feet elevation change going this way as compared to going the other way. So we'll go up, down, and then we'll take the shuttle back to where we started. It's about a 2,200 foot elevation change going up, and then you descend a little over 3,400 feet. Here we go. So this is day 5 of 5 days here at Glacier National Park. All the hikes I've done have ranged between 10 and 15 miles every day. I've been blessed with tremendous weather, just ideal, which is somewhat rare when you come to Glacier. You don't know what you're going to get. But today, not so much. At least it's not going to rain today, but it's much colder, definitely overcast, and very windy. So as you can see, we just crossed the river. That means we're at roughly the halfway point, about 2.4 miles into the trail. Uphill the entire way so far. It's going to level off a little bit, and then it's going to get a little steeper as we reach the top of our destination. Sun has not yet come out. Beautiful trail through the forest. If you're looking for spectacular views of the peaks and the mountains here at Glacier, up to this point, this would not be the trail for you. But I believe all that is about to change. I was at the point just before the trail climbed steeply to the divide, separating the Bering and Boulder Creek valleys. I turned a corner and to my surprise found myself staring at 3 grizzly bears, identified by their humpbacks and short rounded ears. Clearly it was a mother and 2 of her cubs, the greatest fear for any hiker. I did not see that one coming at all. Even while you're making noise with all the wind out here, I don't think they heard me. I was maybe 20 to 30 yards away when I came around that bend, and they were there smack dab right in front of me, forging off the ground. Never even saw or heard me coming. Well, I hope the New Jersey shore boy did it all correctly. I made my presence known. The cubs were probably more curious than anything else. The mama looked up at me, was not aggressive in any way. I also know that the majority of grizzly attacks occur when the animal is surprised. Yet instinctively, the first thing I did was reach for my EPA-approved newly purchased bear spray, which was always in my immediate reach. I removed the safety latch. Not only were the bears out of the range of my spray, but most importantly, there was no need to deploy the spray as they showed no signs of aggressiveness. Had the bear spray out with the safety off, prepared to use it, but didn't want to use it. Also was concerned with all this wind in using it. With the bear spray extended in one hand, I reached for my camera, which was also accessible being an experienced YouTuber. I zoomed in significantly and began filming with my non-dominant hand to the best of my ability. I remained calm and slowly commenced my retreat using a low, monotone voice. It's recommended that a person does not come off threatening in a grizzly encounter. I knew from my preparation that running was the worst thing I could do. Faced the bears, spoke to them. When they realized there was no threat and they went back to eating, I slowly kept my face upon them and backed away. The mother bear did not appear to perceive me as a threat, either to her safety or food source, but especially her cubs. The bears actually moved away from me. I kept my eye on them and continued to back away further. There were no clapping of jaws, no front paw swatting, no laid back ears, no swaying of the head, no snorting or any bluff charges. What do I believe I did incorrectly? Although I did slowly work my way into the safety zone, which is at least 100 yards away, I probably stayed too close for too long. Furthermore, I later learned that I occasionally stared at the bears directly when a peripheral line of sight is recommended. Lastly, hiking in groups is always the safest way to go in bear territory. I knew that, but yet I made this decision for a solo hike knowing that I was on a popular trail and was currently making a lot of noise throughout my entire voyage. I believe it was the strong wind that also made it harder to alert the bears of my initial presence. When they refused to leave the trail, I got off the trail, took the long route away from the trail, and then with my app knew I'd eventually reconnect with the trail. And while grizzly bear attacks are very rare, they have been reported, tragically some ending in fatalities. I'm glad at this point to be beyond them. 5 days on the trail, hadn't seen any bears at all, didn't expect to see one. This one really caught me by surprise. Wasn't nervous at all. Adrenaline was flowing, but wasn't nervous. And you kind of don't want to see it, but yet I'm glad I had that experience. And it was a safe one for me and for those beautiful bears. Getting really intense. Wow. Still doable, but it's getting stronger. Strong sustained wind and super powerful gusts. Moved me around a little bit up on the hill. A number of people have turned around and gone back. So far, we're okay. I feel warm, safe, but man, this trip has been quite an adventure today. Let's keep pressing on. We are approaching the top of the pass right now. I can see the other side in view. I'll show it to you in a minute. Thankfully, the wind has been behind my back for the majority of this uphill climb, which has sort of propelled me along, which has been nice. But boy, that's what I'm looking at. That's where it came from. That wind is right in my face, and it's moving me around. So we've officially made it to the top of the pass, and that was a thrilling adventure. A little chilly, not too bad. The wind was really intense. But again, thankfully, for the majority of the hike, it was behind me, and then on the other occasions, it was sort of pushing me uphill versus pushing me downhill if I were to fall over. Here's what we came up, very steep. Here's what I'm looking at right now, and then here's where we're going. But we are at the prime destination at this point. So with Sexton Glacier behind me, we are beginning our descent down to Sunriff Gorge, some 3,400 feet, and we'll be off the trail. We're right on schedule. The wind after crossing the pass is not as bad on this side, but I think we're going to put the camera away unless we see something spectacular again. And on this hike, nothing would surprise me. While I'm sitting here waiting for the shuttle to take me back to my car, I want to thank you for joining me on this incredible adventure. What a day it was. Final day here at Glacier National Park. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Join the America's Parks family because there's always room for you on every national park adventure. Thanks again for watching. God bless you.